Please forgive the way I'm dressed. I just took my parents to the airport. I was already in Milwaukee, so I figured I would drop off my friend's birthday card on my way to Cece's Pizza. Long story short, I wound up getting lost in the rain in an unfamiliar neighborhood on the northwest side of Milwaukee and blowing out my right front tire. Natalie wasn't answering her phone, and I looked up at the street sign to see where I was. I gagged. 20th and Atkinson, the heart of the Milwaukee hood. I locked my doors as fast as I could and called somebody I knew would answer. Uncle Tim, the backyard mechanic. He picked up right away, but he couldn't drive out to me because his car was up on blocks. No problem. Uncle Tim knows everybody. He just threw his jack into a backpack and started walking towards me. He figured somebody would pick him up on the way. But nobody had the chance, because no sooner did he start walking than he saw a unicorn grazing on the side of the road. He hopped up on his back and rode out to me. When I saw Uncle Tim riding down the street on a unicorn, I forgot where I was and got out of my car. It's not every day that you see a unicorn. He handed me the reins, but just as our hands touched, I felt a tingling sensation all over my body like static electricity. In an instant, Uncle Tim, the unicorn, and I were standing on a raised platform in a strange room. A few feet in front of us, a man in uniform stood behind a console. "I got him, Captain," said the man, "but you better come and take a look. He brought company." "All right, Scotty," said a voice that sounded remarkably like the voice of Priceline. "I'll be right there." Just then, the entire room lurched forward. Scotty grabbed the console. Uncle Tim fell against a wall, and I fell into the unicorn. "Oh no," said Scotty. "I was afraid this might happen. It's a dormant function of President Reagan's Star Wars program. Come on." He ran out through sliding doors of the room. Uncle Tim, the unicorn, and I followed. There was mass confusion in the hallway as personnel scrambled for duty stations. A different man in uniform approached us. "I'm Bones," he said. "Follow me, I'll take you to the captain." Uncle Tim, the unicorn, and I followed. Halfway down the hall, Bones spun on his heel, looked directly at the unicorn, and demanded, "Where do you think you're going, Chekhov? You wait for me in the sick bay. I'll be right there." The unicorn hung its head. He walked into the sliding doors of a nearby room. Then we were off again, running down the hallway, Uncle Tim, Bones, and I. Moments later, we stepped off the elevator into a room full of people. On a giant video screen, an alien was making demands. Just then, we heard a strange noise, and a blue police box appeared in the center of the bridge. Everyone's jaw dropped. Their eyes grew large as saucers. They'd never seen anything like it. But I knew exactly what it was. I ran to the door of the police box, and banging on it, I cried, "Doctor, doctor, give me the news!" A blue door swung inwards, and out stepped a David Tennant lookalike. "All right then, come on in the TARDIS. I don't have all day," he said. "I'll give you a lift home." Uncle Tim and I walked into the time and space machine. The doctor looked at the captain, shrugged, and said, "Shadow proclamation." Then we were off. Within moments, we appeared in the parking lot of this very building. 2 weeks later. And that, my friends, is not only why I'm dressed this way, it is also the true reason why my mother's houseplants have not been watered for her entire 2-week vacation. My name is Beth Durkee, and what you've just watched is my 2013 Toastmasters District 35 Tall Tale Competition Speech. What a mouthful. The title of my speech is The Enterprise, the Explorer, and the Excuse. Thank you so much for inviting me into your computer and watching my speech. I certainly do hope that you were entertained.